Okay.
Action. So I need to make a connection with her. And I feel like she is younger than the guy down in the basement. She feels like she's maybe in her 20s or 30s. She has younger energy about her. She doesn't really want any help per se. She's been here 30 years. In this house. She's been here a long time. Her energy is a lot quieter, so it may not be that it was noticed, especially if she spends all her time up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if nobody's going up there, then you're not going to notice that. And I think the reason why you noticed, was it this closet room?
Yeah.
Because she was actually in that closet, and that's why you felt hesitant to open the closet door. And how did you describe how you felt?
Just like when I would go in, if I had to go open the door and stuff, it's like I just wanted to get in and get out of there.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Like, hurry up, do what I got to do and get out.
Like, I want to say she has blondish hair, and it's probably, I want to say, shoulder length, like a darker blonde. So we're talking, so just let me ask her a couple more questions. So she did pass 40 years ago. She wasn't laid to rest in the area. She mentions Lawrencetown. She says that she came from Lawrencetown. Well,
did she come from across the street?
No, I asked her that already.
Okay.
So she wasn't, that's why I said she wasn't laid to rest here. Like
oh,
in this town.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So, so 40 years ago, we're talking, what, for like...
Because there would have been different owners then.
86.
Okay. So there definitely would have been different owners at that time.
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody noticed anything or not. She's pretty quiet. She keeps to herself. Like, she doesn't even, like, where he was really chit-chatty and very friendly and outgoing, she's very much more introverted and quiet, and she's not having a lot to say. And she doesn't even want to, like, when I try to, like, see better, like, what she looks like and that kind of thing, she's not allowing me to actually get a good grasp on that. She's pulling her energy back and trying to kind of stay to herself and, you know, be a little more secretive about this. She talks, when I ask her about her passing, she talks about a car accident she was in. Okay. She does have family. But I guess the question is, why is she still here? She likes it here in this house because she can keep to herself and nobody bothers her. She can stay away from humans, and you know, that gives her peace because she wants to just be by herself. She doesn't really realize, when I ask her if she knows about the man downstairs in the basement, and she says no. So but he knows about her. He knows she's here, but she doesn't really know that he's here. I mean, she does now that I've asked her, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes when spirits are on different dimensions, like if they lived or died in different eras, then they're in that time frame, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's all they see. Especially if the house has been renovated a lot, then they will see the house as it used to be
Mm-hmm.
and live in that
Yeah.
dimension, so to speak. And then they don't. You can have multiple spirits in a place, and they don't really interact with each other, right?
So if she wants peace and to be in a place where there's no pain or whatever, does she realize about the light? Like, does she understand that when she crosses over, that it will be full of peace and light and love, and that she doesn't have to worry about people anymore in that same way, and that she'll have different purpose?
She does, because instantly when you're saying that, she said, "Yes, I do."
Is she just...
She's talking. She mentioned her brother. Just let me ask her about that. This is the reason why she didn't go, because of her brother. She was very close with her brother, and her brother's still alive. Just let me ask my guides for a minute. Okay. Okay, so her brother actually isn't alive, but she's still of the mindset that he is, and she's kind of was waiting for him.
So if she goes to the light, even if he was alive or passed, she'll be able to see him, because if she stays here, she's not going to be able, like, right?
Yeah, I know.
So is she hearing that now, or?
So she's a little bit upset because I'm just having that conversation with her that he's no longer alive. He's actually passed. So talking to my guides, they're saying that he has crossed. He's on the other side. And because she's asking me if he's okay and if he's, if he's still around or if he's crossed. So I'm kind of like having two conversations. I'm just double checking things to make sure that I'm giving her the right information.
So when, just out of curiosity, when you have that conversation with both sides, if she was to cross over, would he be there for her, waiting for her, like?
He can be. That can be a condition. So there's many times where spirit doesn't really want to cross over. So we have kind of like a therapy session and a chit chat where, we talk about it and talk it through. And I have my guides bring forward their loved ones so that they can see them, because oftentimes even their own guides are unreachable, because you think about your guides being in heaven or the other side, or wherever you want to think about that word, that phrasing is, they are high vibrational, right? So they enter a different dimensional level, so to speak, energetically. And then spirit, who's earthbound, who stays here, they're in a lower, especially like a lower dimensional frequency. So especially when they're, in fear or sad or any kind of negativity or negative thought pattern, thinking about how they died or anything bad that happened to them while they were on Earth, that keeps them in a lower vibration. And because they're in one vibration, and then guides are in another vibration, and loved ones and everybody else that's on the other side, they can't always perceive those two different dimensions, which is sort of what I was talking about, like spirits living in the same residence. They don't see each other sometimes. It's kind of similar to that. It's not the same, but it's a similar type of, if you want to think about it like that, right? Like two ships passing in the night, right? So even like trying to have them have contact with their guides, they can't always perceive their guides. They can't perceive the white light, because if they did, they might just go anyways, right? But sometimes they need a little bit of help. So then if I have a conversation and I'm able to talk to them, lift their vibration so they're not so negative, and bring them up to be a little more positive and start thinking more positive thoughts, and it brings their vibration up so that they're able to perceive their guides, or they're able to finally see the white light. And then, you know, I can assist that even more by asking, you know, the guides to come and bring forward their loved one, and in having them even think about their loved one, which I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to ask her to think about her brother, and that sometimes will shift things as well, where if she begins to think about her loved one on the other side, then that will sometimes create that atmosphere where she can see him finally, right? So I'm just going to do that now, if she will allow it. Okay, she's coming around to it. So I'm just asking her if she wants to cross over. She's agreeing to it. I'm gonna put my dowsing rods right here for a minute. Just gonna free up my hands. So usually part of this process is having the white light and having it be in the same vicinity as where spirit is. Okay. So I asked her guides to bring her brother forward, and there's a reunion where I see her run to him and throw her arms around his neck, and they're hugging. And they're very happy. Her demeanor is totally different now. So they're holding hands, and he's going to help her through the white light to the other side and help her along this next parts of her journey. Okay. So let's double check on this. The portals that are up there. Are the portals in the attic closed now? Yes. Okay. And has the female spirit crossed over? Yep. Okay. Okay, so that's done. This upstairs is done. Let's go over to the basement.